بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the vocabulary building for Unit 3. But before we do that, let's open our workbooks, page 102. 102, or you say 102. Workbook page 102, exercise C. Complete the sentences with the active or passive form of the verbs in the parentheses. Again, complete the sentences with the active or passive form of the verbs. You can see the first one is already done. Coctus can live. Here the verb is live. To be 100 years old. Be left. The verb is leave. Be left alone overnight. So I think now you know what to do in this exercise. So either it's active, live, or passive here, be left. So let's take number one. Some animals shouldn't feed chocolate. Some animals shouldn't feed chocolate. So the verb here is feed. Some animals shouldn't feed chocolate. So if you remember the form for the active and for the passive with any forms of be, then the past participle of the verb. So some animals shouldn't. Is it active or passive here? Is the subject there? Is the object there? There are many clues to decide whether it's an active or passive sentence. So again, number one, some animals shouldn't, yes, be fed chocolate. Some animals shouldn't be fed chocolate. Very good. Number two, we may get a parrot. We may get a parrot. So this is obviously, is it active or passive here? Yes, very good. It's active because we here is the subject. We may get a parrot. Very good. Hunting licenses must purchase at City Hall. Try to notice, is there a subject in the sentence or not? This will help you to decide whether it's an active or passive. Hunting licenses must purchase at City Hall. So the verb is purchase. Who is purchasing them? We don't know or we don't care. So, is it active or passive? Yes, it's passive. So how do we write it? Hunting licenses must, very good, must be purchased at City Hall. Number four, you can't, and the verb is buy, you can't buy another parrot. You have 3 already. You can't buy, the verb here is buy, another parrot. You have 3 already. So I think the subject here is you. So as long as we have a subject, it is an active sentence. So we write the verb as is here. You can't buy another parrot. Very good. Number 5, pets must feed every day. So the verb is feed. Who is feeding the pets? Pets must, yes, very good, must be fed. Must be fed. So we have 2 be feds here. Must be, pets must be fed every day. Number 6, small birds should keep in cages. Small birds, number 6 here, should keep in cages. So the verb here is keep. Where is the subject of the verb? Who is doing the keeping? So the subject is not mentioned. So this is again a passive. So how do we write it? Small birds should be kept in cages. Very good. Should be kept in cages. Number 7, you have to clean your parrot's cage every week. You have to clean your parrot's cage every week, and the verb is clean. Who is doing the cleaning? Yes, we have the subject here. It's you. You have to clean your parrot's cage every week, so the answer here is clean. Very good. The new store will open tomorrow. The new store will open tomorrow. So the verb is open here. The verb here is open. So who's opening the store? Maybe the owner, but it's not mentioned here. So we say the new store will open tomorrow, or you can say will be open tomorrow. Exercise D here, page 102. Change the sentences from active to passive voice. Use a passive modal or passive reporting verb. Again, we'll be changing, rewriting. Change the sentences from active to passive. So we'll be changing from active to passive voice. Use passive modals or a passive reporting verb, just as we studied before. Bears can smell food from great distances. Bears, this is the subject, can smell food. So food is the object, and always begin with the object. From great distances. So this is the active here. What's the passive? Food can be smelled. If you want to add the subject, you say by bears from great distances. I think now you know how to answer the first one. So number one, you can use bear spray if a bear approaches you in the wild. You can use bear spray, begin with the object. You can use bear spray if a bear approaches you in the wild. So how do we answer this one? Change from active to passive voice. So number one would be, yes, bear spray can be used. So we begin with the object, bear spray. Bear spray can be used if a bear approaches you in the wild. So of course you know that you is the subject here. Bear spray can be used if a bear approaches you in the wild. So number two, people should not feed wild animals. People, this is the subject, should not feed wild animals. So wild animals here is the object. So how do we change it from active to passive? Very good. We say wild animals should not be fed. Wild animals should not be, and the past participle of the verb feed is fed. Should not be fed. Very good. Number three, a bell may warn a bear. A bell may warn a bear. So how do we change this one from active to passive? So we say, yes, a bear may be warned by a bell. By a bell. So a bell here is the subject because we said by a bell. A bear may be warned. May be warned by a bell. Number four, people must keep their food up in trees. People must keep their food up in trees. So begin with the object. Remember, what's the object here? Very good. So let's see the answer here. Food must be kept up in the trees. So food must be kept. Must be kept. The past participle of keep here is kept. Food must be kept up in the trees. Number five, you have to clean up the food from your campsite. You, this is the subject, have to clean up the food from your campsite. So you is the subject. Where is the object? Yes, the food. So we begin with the object. So how do we change it? What do we say? Yes, food has to be. So we said have to. We change it to has to be cleaned up from your campsite. Food has to be cleaned up from your campsite. Very good. Going to number 6 here. People must not leave garbage behind. people must not leave garbage behind. So the object here is, yes, garbage. So how do we write it in a passive voice? Very good. We say garbage must not left behind. If you want to add the subject here, of course, you say here by people. Garbage must not be left behind. Number 7, people say that bears follow the scent of food. People say that bears follow the scent of food. So we change here, there's the word say, reporting here, a reporting verb. So how do we write it here? So let's see the correct answer. It is said, because we have here say, we say here, it is said that bears follow the scent of food. This is a reporting verb. It is said that bears follow the scent of food. Very good. Number 8, you shouldn't leave the trail at any time. You shouldn't leave the trail at any time. So, again, you shouldn't leave the trail at any time. Begin with the object. So, let's see the answer here. So, very good. The object is the trail. The trail should not be left. Leave here, change to left at any time. The trail should not be left at any time. Number 9, people believe that running from bears is more dangerous than standing still. Again, people believe, this is also a reporting verb, believe. People believe that running from bears is more dangerous than standing still. So we have the reporting verb believe. How do we write it? Do we say it is said? No, of course. So what do we say when you have the reporting verb believe? Yes, very good. So let's see the correct answer here. It is believed that running from bears is more dangerous than standing still. Exercise E here. Write 2 sentences about each picture. Use passive modal or passive reporting verb in each one. And the first one is already done for you, the picture of the dinosaur. It is believed that climate change caused the dinosaurs to become extinct. The second one, dinosaur fossils must be studied to find out why the dinosaurs became extinct. So this is an easy exercise. Talk about each picture in 2 sentences, one with the passive form and the other with the passive reporting verb. So the next picture here is the polar bear. Polar bear. So give me 2 sentences, one with the passive form and the other with the passive reporting verb. Very good. But here I said polar bears must not be approached in the wild. And the other one, it is said that polar bears are very fierce. Or you can say, of course, it is believed that polar bears are very fierce. What about the ostrich here? So come up with 2 sentences. Very good. But I've written ostriches are said to be the largest birds in the world, or ostriches must be given a lot of room to roam, to move freely. The third picture here is the picture of the white shark, or a picture of a shark. So, very good, but here I've written great white sharks are thought, so this is the reporting verb here, are thought to be one of the most fiercest animals in the ocean. B, areas where great white sharks swim should be avoided by swimmers. Very good. Moving to the 4th picture, the picture of the kitten here, or the cat. So, what have you written here? Very good, but I've written kittens should be kept. Kittens should be kept with their mothers for the first month, or kittens are said to make good pets. So this is the passive form, should be kept, and this is the reporting verb, are said to make good pets. Number 5 is the koala bear. The koala bear. What did you write? Very good, but I've written here, it is said that koala bears sleep up to 18 hours a day. And the other one, koala bears are considered to be cute animals. Exercise F here, correct the error in each sentence. The first one is already done. Dolphins can be found. The correct is found, of course, in oceans around the world. So number 1, dolphins considered to be one of the most intelligent animals. Dolphins considered to be one of the most intelligent animals. Did you find the mistake? Very good. Dolphins are considered to be one of the most intelligent animals. What about number 2? It is says that dolphins evolved 10 million years ago. So I think this one is very obvious. Yes, very good. It is said that dolphins evolved 10 million years ago. It is said, not says. Number 3, even though dolphins are friendly, people should careful when swimming near them. People should careful when swimming near them. So did you notice the mistake here? Excellent. Even though dolphins are friendly, people should be careful. You should be careful when swimming near them. Very good. Number 5, sounds from very far away is can heard by dolphins. Sounds from very far away is can heard by dolphins. I think you noticed the mistake here. Yes, excellent. Sounds from very far away can be. We don't say is can. We say can be heard by dolphins. Number 5, it believed that dolphins need to live in groups to be happy. It believed that. Yes, very good. It is believed that dolphins need to live in groups to be happy. Number 6, tricks can is teached to dolphins. Tricks can is teached to dolphins. I think you've noticed the chaos here. Tricks can is teached. So what's the correct here? How do we correct it? Yes, tricks can be taught. We don't say is, we write be, and we don't say teached, we say taught, because be and the past participle. Number 7, dolphins must keep in salt water. Dolphins must keep in salt water. So the correct is dolphins must, yes, must be kept. Very good. In salt water. Number 8, tuna should be bought from companies that practice dolphin safe fishing. So very good. Tuna should be bought, not should be bought, should be bought. Very good. And this is what we have took previously in our listening. Listen to the horse trainer. If you remember, we listened to the horse trainer. We learned about undesirable practices when trying to teach a horse, and beliefs. Break the horse spirit. Of course, this is wrong. Rule by fear. Use harsh treatment and force. And the desirable practices here: create a willing, accepting partner. Rule the horse with respect. Get to know your horse body language. The horse needs time and patience. So we've learned a lot in our previous lesson. Also the yeah and ja sound. The yeah and ja sound. And what's the difference between them? The movement of the tongue and the movement of the jaw, if you remember. Jumping to today's lesson. Match the words with their meanings. Find words in the text. So we have these words. Number 1, consciousness, alert, disturbed, deliberately, speculates, demonstrated, aggressive, and compassion. and we have to match them with here from A to H. You will see these words in the reading on pages 40 and 41. Match the words with their meanings. But before we do that, let's see them in the text. Consciousness. Pillar could easily have lost consciousness from breathing in the smoke. Often they are alert to danger. The word alert here, often they are alert to danger before humans. And the word disturbed, she knew enough about horses to know that thunder was disturbed for a reason. Deliberately, part of the roof caved in and crashed into her room. Thunder had deliberately saved her life. And here, domesticated, yet it is not only domesticated animals who have acted heroically. Aggressive, I think you know the meaning of this word. At times, even animals commonly considered aggressive and dangerous have to come to the aid of humans. Compassion, it is important that we respect this bond by treating animals with the care and compassion that they often show us. So these are the words in the text we'll be learning next lesson. So number one, consciousness. Number one, consciousness. What's the meaning of consciousness? Match it with its meaning. So consciousness goes with the letter, yes, D. Consciousness is to be awake, the state of being awake. Very good. What about number two, alert? To be alert. To be alert goes with the letter A. To be alert is to be aware of something. Very good. Number three, disturbed. To disturb someone. What is it? What does it mean to be disturbed? Yes, very good. It goes with the letter F. Worried. To be disturbed. To be worried. When you say that this news really disturbed me, it really had me worried. Number four, deliberately. Number four here, deliberately. Deliberately. Very good. It goes with the letter G, on purpose. You meant to do that. Someone meant to do something on purpose. Number five, speculates. Speculates goes with the letter C. Very good. To guess about something. Speculates, guesses about. Domesticated. Domesticated, number six, goes with the letter H. Tamed. Domesticated, to be tamed. Number seven, aggressive. Aggressive. So I think you know the meaning of this word. Aggressive goes with the letter E. Unfriendly or hostile. Hostile or unfriendly. And the last one, number eight, compassion, goes with the letter B. Compassion, sympathy, and concern. Here's a fun fact for you. According to the 2007 U.S. Pet Ownership and Demographic Sourcebook, if you go by the total number of owned animals, cats appears to be first. So people bought lots of cats before. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.